Touge Shakai is one of the best racing games and, more importantly, racing communities that I've ever been a part of. I've been trying to think about how I wanted to introduce Touge Shakai for a few weeks now, and I think the best thing that I can do is just take it back to the beginnings of Touge Shakai itself. Touge Shakai came out in 2022 as a Kickstarter project that was presented as a Touge racing simcade with an emphasis on balance between realism and fun gameplay. The physics are tailored for competitive drift racing while giving a challenge to all players. The game is built upon our fan-made creation, Initial Unity. Initial Unity, for a little bit of background, is the precursor to Touge Shakai. According to a comment from the developers of Initial Unity Reborn, August and Ara abandoned IU in 2023 to work on Touge Shakai with a release on Steam. Although IU is still heavily updated by the community and might even be more consistent on updates than the devs of Touge Shakai, but we'll get there. TS, as of writing this video, with the Touge Shakai extended mod, including Mario Kart tracks, has 24 maps and 18 cars, including Irozaka and Akana. I have to say that because the amount of people I see crying about Akana not being in the game who don't have enough brain cells to rub together to Google Touge Shakai mod, and there's even 20 more maps through the Shakai extended Patreon, which I'll have linked in the description, including a snowy Akana, Tsubaki Line, Akagi, and reduxes for maps that are already in the game. The community devs around Touge Shakai work overtime on this stuff, and it's really cool to see. This is a pretty incredible amount of tracks and cars, and in my 200 hours of playtime, I've managed to get the highest medal, Specialist, on 4 tracks and 2 cars. And even a spec won't get you within competition with a lot of the guys who are genuinely dedicated to getting faster every day. It will take you a while to even get competitive with the people you see as randoms within a multiplayer lobby. When I first started playing TS, I didn't even think spec was possible. My dumbass thought that some of the higher top 50 times were just cheated. But now that I've gone side by side with dudes like Malice and Rizza, Arcwind, and Blue Lightning, I've come to realize that these dudes aren't cheating, they're just incredibly talented and dedicated, and won't hesitate to push you way past what you thought your limits were. As soon as TBL whooped my ass in a Miata, I was instantly motivated, and that's the kind of thing that made me love this game. What makes Touge Shakai more interesting as a simcade than most other games within the same genre is the fact that every single car has very specific characteristics. No one car will feel the same as another car. A lot of arcade racing games seem to get the formula wrong by making every front-wheel drive car stupid understeery, or by making every rear-wheel drive car extremely slidey, etc. Driving a Civic and an Integra in a game like JDM or even Forza will feel pretty much the exact same. Whereas Touge Shakai, the Integra's long wheelbase counteracts the understeery nature of a front-wheel drive, while still retaining the fundamentals of front-wheel drive technique. I would go deeper into this, but honestly, it's just kinda hard to explain and you just gotta feel it for yourself. A big thing that a lot of racing games, especially in the indie scene, seem to forget about is a solid way for players to connect. And when a racing game does have a solid way for players to connect, it's only for competitive races with a large pool of people who don't necessarily have any rules or culture to adhere to. This is where you get rammers, toxic players, etc. But the guys over at Tatakai Shakai changed the game. See, TS in the last 2 years has had a peak of 104 players with an all-time peak of only 145 according to Steam charts. So the community is extremely tight-knit, and almost all of those players are drivers for Tatakai Shakai. So despite having a low player count, you can find a lobby open at pretty much any time of the day. If I'm being honest, a big reason that I've stuck with TS for as long as I have is because of the community that Tatakai has kept up, to the point that I run my own team for competitive battles within Tatakai. So let me give you some background. Tatakai Shakai is a Discord server dedicated to the competitive scene of TS and helping out new players get faster. Outside of battling, you can create liveries to submit for a livery of the week and get together with other players to take a picture for a photo of the week. You can even buy liveries from other drivers from points you earn in the server, and a bunch of other stuff. It's just a really good platform for interacting and getting better at the game. But the big thing that separates Tatakai and TS from any other community is the racing team. TS is heavily inspired by the show Initial D, if you couldn't already tell from the gameplay, and the community is no different. So where Initial D had iconic teams like the Red Suns or the Yakina Speedstars, TS has teams like Project Kohai, Truly Illegal, Red Wedding Crew, AET Academy, Frostbite Runners, and my former team, the Lost Regiment. That's not all of the teams, but it'd take a while to list them all, so shout out to the dudes I didn't mention as well. All of these teams are either groups of friends who run the mountain passes for fun, or highly competitive and specialized teams. Guys like TG Ghost solely exist to take top spots and win battles, or guys like Project Underground or my team, IA, exist to take new players and climb the ranks from the bottom of the totem pole, or people like Honda Runners, who's just a bunch of dudes who want to drive Hondas together. There's a group, team, or club for just about anything you could need in Tatakai. And the culture that it's manifested over time has made TS one of the safest, coolest communities that I've ever been a part of, inside and outside of the game. So I want to tell you about my story with Touge Shakai so far. The good, the bad, and the predicament that I found myself in trying to make this video. Touge Shakai has almost no promotional material, and the devs don't seem to necessarily care about bringing in new players. They haven't posted on their YouTube channel in over 2 years, so just about the only way you're finding out about this game is like an obscure TikTok clip, or someone like me who enjoys the community and the game enough that they'll schizo rant about it. But the way I happened to find it was because I literally looked up Touge on Steam one day and then I bought it. Why do I bring this up? Because I think this is a good example for the passion that the devs for TS seem to have for the game, which is almost non-existent at this point. If you've watched me for a little while, you know that I stream on Twitch, and after seeing that if I created a lobby, even at hours as late as 3 AM, people would pretty quickly fill the lobby up, I decided to see what the stats were on viewership for TS on Twitch, and found absolutely none. However, I noticed that a Twitch channel called Tatakai Shakai was posting anywhere between 20 and 50 viewers per stream, and these guys were battling. So, with my curiosity piqued, the next day I boot up my stream and open a lobby. And after one of the most successful streams that I've had up to that point, someone in chat invited me over to Tatakai Discord, which I mentioned earlier. And the guys in there were super supportive and even told me to post my Twitch links in their self-promo channels. It was around this time where I released my Marvel Rivals EOMM video, and at the time I joined Tatakai, that video had no views, until a couple guys from Tatakai interacted with my channel unprompted, and that made the algorithm finally catch on to the video. And it shot up to my most viewed video yet. So to the guys from Tatakai watching this, who gave me a shot and supported me for no good reason, I have massive appreciation. And I owe you a beer, especially Carrie, the owner of Tatakai. The opportunities that you've given me and dealing with my bullshit is genuinely incredible, and I appreciate it. But now that I'm done glazing, let's continue. After hosting some more lobbies and doing some more streams, I planned a little event called the Miata Kart 500, later known as the Mariota event. I want to see the liveries. I'm excited to see the liveries. I've been waiting for the longest. I've been telling people to get these liveries cooking.
So we have Prof Chip with the Gunba one. Very good. I like it. It's the team. I like it. We have Nyochiwara with the looks very good. I like it.
No,
very
the
good.
French, the French RZA. Let's go.
Where is Riza? Let me see that. Riza, I'm gonna. I swear I'm gonna ban you after this one. It's too much for carry. And you write it in Spanish. It's not like this in French. Riza! Wait!
No
Riza!
There's no way!
Riza! What the fuck?
Oh man!
Already, guys. So when we
foreshadowing, maybe. Foreshadowing, maybe.
Here we
This
go.
is wild. Oh, we got a massive crash with RE9.
Already? Oh yeah, Dropship is going a bit too wide.
Oh. It's already getting down and dirty out here.
I'm gonna ban you, Malice. Get the fuck out.
Right. Rizza already has quite the lead coming into this.
Yeah, and Reese, struggling a bit, almost flipped the car.
Oh.
Wow, that was a close call. Almost didn't land in it. And Plane pushing Reese like
Yeah, the big bumper hit, Prof going off the side.
just be
I know
sure.
everybody on the field right now is praying for a Rizza goof right now.
Oh, here it is!
Oh,
here it is!
There it is!
Here it
There's
is!
the goof!
Another one?
Ooh, they're getting real close.
Yeah, they are very, very close. Dude. Seems like...
Oh! Oh,
It's going-
massive jump from RE9.
It's getting dirty here. You freeze at them, push trees now.
Just straight under the car.
Do I make them wait or not?
We are off for lap 1. Let's go.
It's really Dakuma already. Or
Oh, let me. I'm not on stream. My fault.
oh, Rizzo spinning the
Oh,
car.
resolve it. No.
Oh,
Oh, my, I get
what
my
is
whole house when you
happening?
resolve it.
What is happening?
And we are off.
And here we go for
the
the
restart.
Here we go for the first lap. And Shy Mike again.
Crashed in the back line once again.
Here we go.
Too
Resolve
wide, resolve it. Rizza first.
Dakuma.
Lap 3. Rizza first. RE9 second. Resolvent Plane third.
That was a very good turn here. Maybe he's
A
gonna.
very good turn for all 3.
Yeah. The competition
Ooh,
is on.
RE9
And
hit the
Reese.
concrete. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
It's. Oh wow. It's really doing almost the same. Whoa.
Ooh. That is a mean corner for these drivers.
It is. And now the battle is behind. At the back. And Muchiwara doing the lawnmower.
Almost taking Trilly out of the race.
Muchiwara, what are you doing?
Oh, Muji going for the pass on Prof.
And Srini did
Yes,
this.
Trilly was going straight into that concrete. Probably better for the reset.
Oh yeah.
Huge jump on Shy.
And Mujiwara battling
Rain and
against
red.
trees.
Yeah, having quite the battle. Rez takes it wide.
And the pass is
Doesn't
done.
hit the concrete. No, I don't. Other than Strilly.
Yeah, but Srini is not taking it seriously.
Yeah, it looks like he's
Oh,
just going for
Shakai!
Shy
Huge mistake!
Oh! And that might be the conclusion to that battle.
Poor guy.
Gee. I'm waiting for somebody to fall into the pit on the formation somehow, some way.
Maybe. Maybe it's gonna be me, you know. What happened?
What the fuck?
What happened?
What are you doing?
But it's banned. This is banned. Risa, jump. Risa, turn left and jump, and we'll follow.
Oh my gosh.
This is literally formation.
Don't turn in this hairpin, just don't turn.
Go, everyone!
Take the ramp.
Right,
This when we take the
It's
ramp.
on the right.
It's really so
To keep it simple, Miata Kart was a blast, and the community really enjoyed it. The formatting was a little rough, but overall, it was a hit. So much so that here soon, I'm going to be planning the Kapu vs Miat Showdown series, so keep an eye out for that. Now, on to the bad, and the predicament that I found myself in trying to make this video. I've given a big emphasis on the online community for this video, but what I haven't mentioned is that the servers for TS, as far as I can see, are just peer-to-peer connections, and they aren't good peer-to-peer connections. Lobbies in this game will refuse to open, will kick your entire lobby out randomly. After about 10 minutes, you have to restart your entire game to join or host another server about 90% of the time. The online experience in the larger free roam lobbies can be extremely rough. Maps like Iroazaka and Yasui, I literally cannot host as it's too heavy on my system, and it'll lag everyone in the lobby and force my computer from anywhere to 20 to 40 frames. Mention the fact that some maps still don't have their full versions, and that VR was developed before multiplayer servers were ever even stable. And speaking on VR, I wanted to try the VR for this game pretty bad, since I have a Quest 2 in a closet collecting dust because of how god-awful the Oculus computer app is on PC. But there's no way in hell I'm subjecting myself to 20 FPS torture in VR, because this game has a massive memory leak, and has had it for its entire development cycle. And that doesn't just affect VR. The longer you play TS on a traditional screen, the more FPS you will lose over time. It doesn't matter if you run this game on a 5090 or a 1060, this game will eat your RAM like a midnight snack. So sorry, but I don't have VR gameplay, because fuck that. The wheel support is honestly surprisingly good. I'm not exactly competitive, but I find it being one of the games I find it easiest to drift on a wheel. Mind you, I have like 300-ish hours of Touge experience on wheel and Assetto Corsa, and TS, once I dialed my settings, obviously wasn't nearly as detailed as a simulator, but it worked. And it's fun. And with some improvements to force feedback detail, it could be a really good simcade wheel game. But now we're on to the really bad. Things at this point have gotten so bad from a developer communication standpoint that the former owner of Tatakai ended up stepping down, citing a lack of recognition and support from the Touge Shakai devs, and an overall lack of commitment from their side to develop the game further. And even some of the most established drivers in Touge Shakai have left negative reviews on the game, citing a lack of updates up to 7 months, complaints about the viabilities of new cars, telling players not to buy the game because the devs don't seem to care at all about communicating with or developing the game for the player base. With all the work that content creators, community developers, streamers, and organizers have put into the game, the devs aren't reciprocating or even acknowledging that work or passion. Touge Shakai is still in early access approaching 2026, and with Steam making developers now disclose why their game is in early access, the Touge Shakai team has left some notes that are worth mentioning. Why early access? Touge Shakai is about building a community that is enthusiastic about Japanese mountain racing. After building an enthusiastic community that shared our vision in our previous game, it gave us ample feedback by directly interacting with our players daily. We would like to continue having the same relationship with our players to be able to improve and build on the game we dream to create. We also require additional time to develop and test all the features and content that we plan to bring to the game. Well, here's my question. Did we not build an enthusiastic enough community? Did it not take you half a year to implement simple code for an event the community wanted to plan? Have you, as the developers, ever done anything to bring the community together? What about the communities between your abandoned project, Initial Unity, and Touge Shakai? Has there ever been an incentive from you to bring those communities together? How are you planning on involving the community in your development process? We interact with our community on a daily basis on our Discord server to collect feedback and generally watch out for what they're interested in. We plan to continue this form of interaction through the entire development phase of the project. The devs do not interact with the community every day. Matter of fact, the last message August sent in their official Discord was almost a full year ago, and it was to say that the servers were down. And Ara, the other dev, also hasn't said anything in that Discord in over a year. So here comes the predicament. Can I recommend Touge Shakai? Do I want to make a video that could possibly boost game sales? And the answer is yes. Let me explain. Touge Shakai and Initial Unity are the only games that do what they do. They're the only games built for competitive Touge racing, or honestly, even online Touge racing in general. The physics are genuinely incredible, the wheel support has a good foundation, the VR could be fixed with optimization, this whole game has amazing bones and no guidance. Here's what I'll tell you. If you're seeing TS for the first time through this video, and if you want to meet some really cool people, and you're okay with how the game is in the state that it's in right now, and you want a good multiplayer experience in a one-of-a-kind genre of racing, then Touge Shakai is the only game that will give you that kind of experience. And despite my obvious gripes with the game, I'll be here for quite a while, racing against teams, streaming battles alongside Tatakai, teaching new drivers, and interacting with the community. Because the dudes over at Tatakai are genuinely one of a kind and provide a sense of community that's extremely rare in gaming these days. And I think the developers do deserve some credit within this game, because what they've built as a foundation is extremely strong. I just wish that they would communicate better with their player base and with our community developers, because if they were to do that, there's a lot of things that we could get fixed and done within Touge Shakai that could make this game genuinely a one-of-a-kind experience beyond what it already is. But with all that being said, that's going to be it for me today, and I'll see you guys later.